Hold on to your wallets, folks. We're diving into Dumb Money. Was it a jackpot or just dumb money? Paul Dano goes from psychopathic Riddler in the Batman to a nerdy YouTuber. Who would have ever thought that was coming? Who can ever predict this guy's filmography? Honestly, you just can't tell what he's gonna do next. I love that about him. He's so good at playing sympathetic underdogs and yet also good at playing these sociopathic weirdo serial killers. So I love Paul Dano. I love just not knowing where he's gonna go with a film. He's a very unpredictable actor and he's a pleasure to watch on screen. And in this movie, he nails it. He's great. He's fantastic to watch. He's engaging as this YouTuber. You just can't help but cheer for the guy. You want to see him win. But while Dano may be versatile, was this movie just as dynamic? For a cast that could light up Broadway, it sometimes felt like they were just performing in a dimly lit theatre. Maybe this film was just starring all of its producers, I don't know. But something just feels off when you watch this film. When you see great actors like Sebastian Stan barely in the film, you just kind of wonder to yourself, why did we get all these people? Was this just a marketing ploy to hook everyone in when not a lot is going on? And if so, I guess it succeeded because that was what intrigued me. That's what hooked me to want to see this. I wanted to see this cast of characters interact with each other. And disappointingly, they don't really have that much interaction. You're just constantly jumping between all these different people and you don't really get an understanding of their struggles, why we should care about them, what makes them special. The only person who's properly fleshed out is Paul Dano's character. The rest are just kind of there. We're just jumping to cuts of them looking at their phone, checking their TikTok, checking their stock investments, and they might say a line about how they owe money to uni fees or whatnot. It's just not enough for me to actually give a crap. The story of Dumb Money feels like a roller coaster that just never leaves the station. Instead of a tight narrative, we got what felt like this disjointed mess that would have been better served as a documentary, with all honesty. A documentary on this story would have definitely been better. Here we get a sprinkle of Paul Dano's character, a dash of hedge fund millionaire snobbery, and a whopping load of TikTok news feeds. That's why I go to the movies, guys, so I can look at people's TikToks. I choose to not use TikTok, even though everyone tells me I have to use TikTok to get anywhere on this platform. I choose to ignore that crap. And then I watch this movie and all it is TikTok. TikTok scrolls out the wazoo. Someone missed the memo on cinema storytelling because a lot of this movie is people looking at their phones, checking TikTok and checking stock investment portfolios. And it's not interesting. You gotta think of more creative ways to tell a story when it's a movie and not a documentary. That's why I'm like, if this was a documentary, I'd be totally fine. But when I'm paying money to watch a film, to watch a cinematic story, I kind of expect to see a bit more than that. You guys ever watched The Social Network? That was a film that I felt spun reality into film gold. Everything about that just exuded style and it was interesting. There was more conflict between the characters. We felt like we were staying on a simple path, whereas Dumb Money doesn't really have that. And even once Dumb Money actually starts to get interesting and we finally get to see some kind of resolution, it all just ends abruptly and the credits come up and I'm like, really? Just when things were getting interesting, you just cut it. What the hell? Let's talk about sound. If your idea of music is repetitive hip hop tracks about wet vajayjays, dogs, and other things then that we can't mention, well, you're in for a treat because there is a lot of that. For the rest of us who hate all that crap, I highly recommend you bring some earplugs because it's groan-inducing. It's not like I can't watch a movie that's playing that music in the background, but for some reason in this, it just got to a point where it was too distracting. It just didn't seem to fit with what was going on. It didn't get across any message. It didn't enhance the storytelling. It was just trash for the sake of trash. Maybe it was because it was all music that's very modern because film is set in 2021, but it makes the movie dated as F. And in 3 years time or 4 or 5 years time, everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, that's the crap that we used to listen to. So that's Dumb Money in a not so golden nutshell. Got a different opinion? Drop it below, and hey, if you want more brutally honest reviews, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and catch up with me next time, hopefully with a better film. All right.